Welcome back to Where is the Money? So the money is not with the federal workers. With the government shutdown, we're officially at the longest ever government shutdown. With that, there's been a lot of back and forth between the politicians, a lot of back and forth about the impact of those jobs. Will they have to still report to work although they're not getting paid? Are they getting their back pay? So on and so on. But among all of that, we haven't stopped to check in with the federal workers to get what they're feeling like this long into the shutdown.
I am so triggered right now. I just went to go fill out a form that my daughter's school is sending out to parents who need assistance. I'm furloughed. And I got the form yesterday and I just was like, I'm not going to fill it out because there's somebody else who needs it more than me. And I just had to have this moment like, you need it. And it is just such a toxic loop for people who are hyper independent or used to doing things on their own, because we have a hard time accepting and admitting that we need help. And I got so triggered when I went to fill out the form because the first option was like, I need help with basic necessities or bill support due to the government shutdown and loss of funding. And when I clicked that option, a flood of emotions overcame me and I got so triggered and I started bawling, crying because I need help. And if you are somebody struggling to accept help right now, I know I'm probably not the only person feeling like this. Accept the help. It's going to be okay. We have little to no control over what is going on right now. And it won't always be like this. I'm not going to get on this internet crying. I try to get on here and just be positive and uplift people and bring smiles on people's faces. But I know I'm not the only one who struggles with this. Even if like you're not, a federal employee and you just have deep trauma or you're just used to doing stuff on your own. Like I have a village, but I am a one-parent household. So I'm used to just like plowing through it and hustling. And then I don't want to do that right now. I can't do that. I don't have the capacity to do that right now. So if you need the help, accept the help. It won't always be like this.
An exclusive Washington Post story just broke an hour ago, and I think it has information many of you have been waiting for. If you work for the federal government, especially at agencies like HUD, Interior, Justice, Commerce, SBA, Treasury, EPA, or Social Security, you're probably going to want to hear this. Probably interested in maybe what percentage your agency is about ready to be cut. Well, it looks like an internal guidance provides some clues. The Post has obtained an internal White House document outlining massive potential layoffs planned across federal agencies. That's not a surprise. I haven't seen it yet, but it appears to kind of have estimates for many agencies. According to the Post, these cuts range between 8 and 50% of agency staff, depending upon the agency. According to the Post reporting, here's specifically what's at stake. HUD could lose as many as half of its roughly 8,300 person workforce. The Interior Department could cut nearly 1 in 4 employees. IRS might lose almost 1/3 of its staff. The Commerce Department's looking about a 30% estimated reduction. The SBA, Small Business Administration, could see cuts up to 43%. Justice Department faces an 8% reduction. Treasury Department faces around a 30% personnel cut. EPA could lose around 10% of its staff, with heavy cuts to research and development teams. Now, these numbers come directly from a draft White House document, according to the Post, that was leaked to the Washington Post.
Now, I empathize with her and her story and what she's going through. Nobody would want to show up to work and still not getting paid or not know if they even have a job in limbo due to the whole mess. So I get that piece of it.
I woke up because I cannot sleep, and I'm at the point now where I am literally physically making myself sick. I've lost 20 pounds since the shutdown. A month has started, and I'm tired, and I know we're tired. I keep looking at the news, and I see nothing about us furloughed federal employees. I see nothing. I see no uproar. I see no help. No signs of help coming. We are fully employed people who are not getting a paycheck. Some of us are going in. Some of us are having to go in and work with an IOU, but these bills aren't IOU. The food's not IOU. The kids' stomachs are IOU. Nothing is IOU. And there's no end in sight with talk that it's going to go through the holidays. How are we supposed to survive? We don't get benefits. We don't get help. Everybody says, your back pay, your back pay. When? If we get back pay, when? That doesn't help us now. Use your savings. You don't think that's what people are doing, y'all, but that only lasts so long. And this economy, that only lasts so long. Why are we the villains in this story? Where's the uproar about what's happening to us, y'all? Where's the uproar? This is why I won't sit here and be quiet. We're on day 35. We're about to officially pass the longest shutdown in history with no end in sight. So I'm not gonna be quiet. I'm not talking about it because nobody else is talking about it enough.
She feels forgot. It's like everybody is going on about their day, but not thinking about the impact that this is having on her life and similar people that's dealing with this personally. The effects on if they're paying bills, if they're going to work, what they can do with their families. They still got birthdays and obligations, all of these things that they still have to take care of like everybody else, just with no pay, which is an awful situation.
For those of you who don't know, I did share on my page that I am someone who is unemployed and furloughed due to the government shutdown. I am a mom of 4. I am married, but my income does substantially help support my family. So I just want to kind of give some insight to how this affects me financially. So for me personally, I have been with the whatever government since 2008. So this is not my first shutdown. The longest one that I experienced was back in 2018. I think that one was 35 days long. And the way that from that shutdown to this shutdown, what I did when the government shut down this time is that I made sure all of my bills were paid up through the end of October. So now we are at November 4th and my bills are going to start coming due. But what I did is made sure that I have, usually like I'm ordering Costco every 2 weeks, all the things. And of course, a lot of it's unnecessary. My kids need certain snacks. So I have cut back on spending and I'm just trying to be creative with what food I already have in my pantry, already in my freezer. So yeah, if anything, I feel like once the government does reopen, it has allowed me to kind of be more frugal because I know that I do, a lot of times I'm spending money not thinking twice about it. Not to say that I have a ton of money. I don't have a luxurious house. I don't drive a luxurious vehicle. I don't wear luxurious clothes. I am frugal, but I'm being even more frugal. And now that Christmas is approaching, just kind of getting ready for that. Something else that I've done is I have created some side hustles for myself. So I also have an Etsy shop and I make handmade tallow. That is called Rue and Rose Co. You can check me out. And then the other thing that I've done is I created a TikTok account. I didn't really post shoppable videos because my account went viral for telling moms to wake up for their kids, not to their kids. And I am in the creator program where I get paid if I have a video that's over a minute long and it gets over 1,000 views. So for example, this video, if you watch it, I could get paid for this video. So anyways, I have tried to create alternative income streams again, because I am a mom of 4, my kids are in sports, and I don't want to be stressed over money. I don't want to stress over it. So I have created other income streams outside of my main job. So I hope that this is just some insight into what it's like to be a federal employee who is furloughed out of work due to the government shutdown.
Now, some people are trying to get creative the best they know how, picking up gig work, get their budget down to a science, only get essentials, don't drive places that they don't need to drive, don't spend any unnecessary money, being very strategic and purposeful with how they're spending money and how they're managing their finances, considering they don't know when they'll be able to get another check. So what do you guys make of this situation? Are you dealing with a situation like that yourself, whether you're furloughed from the federal workers or you've been laid off from the private sector? Do you know family members dealing with this kind of situation? You tell me. Put your comments below. Let's talk about it. This is Where is the Money? Talk to you soon.